Welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 5th of June, and on today's podcast, we will be covering some posts from 8chan, one including Trump's family buying out one of the floors at the Corinthia Hotel in the UK. As we recall from Q posts, we remember Peter Strzok and Lisa Page spending a lot of time there in the UK in that very same hotel. Are there coincidences? I think not. And also coming from 8chan, a post entitled, "Get in here, big events unfolding in June through July. Let's talk about what's coming in the next couple months." But before we get into that, my friends, would you please welcome my new sponsor, Virtual Shield VPN. Hello, fellow digital soldiers. Did you know the best way to secure your computer is by getting a VPN? If you don't know what that is, it helps hide your IP address, and the best one to sign up for is Virtual Shield VPN. Virtual Shield VPN is one of the easiest VPNs to use in the world. This month, Virtual Shield is offering a Father's Day celebration special of 20% off all VPN plans and all premium add-ons, including Protection Plus, residential access, monthly maintenance, phone support, and a VIP performance plan for as low as $3 per month. So sign up for a free 30-day trial to Virtual Shield VPN and see what the hype is all about. You have nothing to lose. This is the best way to support True Reporting. Thank you, and God bless. All right, guys, welcome aboard. It's good to have you here. Let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So if you tuned into the live stream that I had yesterday, Red Pill 78 was on, and it was a very good stream, so I suggest going back and listening to it. I showed everyone this graphic, and it's the sealed indictment cases. We are over 100,000 sealed indictments. Only 1,000 to 2,000 nationwide per year is normal. We can see over here in California, there's over 17,000. Texas, almost 10,000. We can see here in the District of Columbia, D.C., over 1,000. Pennsylvania, 6,000. So, I mean, this is not normal. Let's just be honest. We're over 100,000 sealed indictments. You cannot tell me nothing is happening when only 1,000 is normal. Continuing forward. Scott Peterson, former Broward Sheriff's deputy, arrested. This is from Centipede Nation. I suggest following them on 7 counts of neglect of child and 3 counts of culpable negligence and 1 count of perjury. Peterson refused to investigate the source of the gunshots retrieved during the active shooting, directed other law enforcement who arrived on the scene to remain 500 feet away from the building, and this guy is arrested. He allowed people to get very injured and killed in that shooting. So a lot of bad things coming out of Broward County. We are very aware of all that. It is a cesspool. Joey Behar and Meghan McCain gone from The View after Trump assassination comments. What a waste of a person. You cannot talk about the president this way, or anyone for that matter. It takes a real low person to do this, just a real dark character, and I'm glad they're gone. They get what they deserve. They needed to get more slammed on them. So we see here Melania Trump paying homage to Princess Diana. Some people say, you know, is it an homage? Absolutely. We aren't crazy. This is almost the same exact dress. We can see here too, Princess Diana. This is just an homage. She's showing. Maybe is it a signal to the UK, to the Queen, because we all know what happened. She didn't die by some fluke. She died because she was killed. And I believe that either this is a signal towards that yes, this is what we need to be looking into. Many people have for many, many years. Or is it just an homage to the way that she dressed herself, her style? It was very beautiful. Melania is such a great first lady. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, okay? So what I was talking about before is dig in the Corinthia Hotel, London, post 2794 from Q. This was a great proof. Anons are months ahead of the news. The Corinthia Hotel, absolutely. So just bringing you up to pace with that, and here is the post. So from the Epoch Times, We see here from January 11, 2019, Page noted that she only traveled abroad once in a while for work for McCabe in December 2016 on official business in London. Strzok traveled with her, as did 3 other unnamed individuals. So the Corinthia Hotel is where they stayed, the Lovebirds. We see the post from Q right here. I will zoom in even further right here, February 16th. More pictures. Eyes are everywhere. Eyes and ears are everywhere. UK, stay alert. Obviously, we could have thought that meant FF. Maybe that just means that agents watching after Strzok and Page, stay alert. Keep your eyes and ears open. See something, say something. Could that have been what it was? Then we see the Lovebirds down here, July 27, 2018. When does a bird sing, right? They traveled over there many a time. This is from NSA traffic cams. So this is how they were getting this footage, right? And again, always over there. This is them here. Eyes and ears everywhere. Keep your promise. This is not a game. It never was to begin with. So we can see here the iconic Ferris wheel in the background. We can see Peter Strzok here. Future proves past. Anons unlock the map. News unlocks the map. Anons are months ahead of the news. Absolutely, here are the 2 Lovebirds here. And the iconic Ferris wheel. And here they are. She said that they traveled abroad. She did with Peter Strzok and a few unnamed people. So this blew my mind, guys. June 2nd, 2019. The Trumps book an entire floor at the $22,000 a night 5-star London hotel for a state visit. 4 of the president's children will stay at the Corinthia that offers 200 jet lag revival treatments and workout with Hollywood trainer. President Trump is expected to stay at the U.S. ambassador's residence with the First Lady Melania during his state visit to London this week. However, other members of the Trump family will stay at the 5-star Corinthia in Westminster. Donald J. Trump Jr., Eric, Ivanka, and Tiffany are expected to check into the lavish hotel where the royal suite penthouse costs $27,000 a night and boasts 4 bedrooms. So, obviously we see the connection here. Were they going to sweep? Did they have agents in there beforehand to go in and sweep? Maybe this was a signal to Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. It has to be something along those lines. Why would they stay there? I'm sure dignitaries stay at many a nice 5-star hotels. It's not just this one. This is London. London is huge. Why did they pick the Corinthia? It's just there's too many pinpoints, right? There's too many markers right here. I believe that before they went in there, I'm sure they had agents go through it. I'm sure they had agents there when, the NSA was taking these traffic pictures of Lisa Page and Peter Strzok. So it could be a sign to them that, hey, we know where you stayed. I don't know if they've seen these 8chan posts, these QAnon posts, speaking of the Lovebirds, but I'm sure someone has and has sent them to them. So maybe this is just another knock on them, right? Just another, hey, we are in control. We see all, we know all, we hear all, NSA style, right? So this is obviously the infamous Ferris wheel. The Corinthia is located in the heart of London, meaning that the Trump children will be able to take in the jaw-dropping views of the historic city. I'm telling you, there's more to this than what we're thinking. This is pretty crazy. So ask me anything. Majestic12, please follow them on Twitter. Yes, no responses only. 45 is safe. Trump is safe, secure, and insulated. Arrests will not be announced on Twitter. Watch the skies this week. Incoming mother of all bombs. Absolutely. Then we see here Trump is not playing around. This made me very happy. U.S. denies GM tariff relief request for China-made Buick SUV. The Trump administration has denied a General Motors company request for an exemption to a 25% U.S. tariff on its Chinese-made Buick Envision sports utility vehicle. POTUS says no, and he means it. U.S. denies GM tariff relief request for China-made Buick SUV. The Trump administration has denied a General Motors company request for an exemption of a 25% U.S. tariff on its Chinese-made Buick Envision sport utility vehicle. The denial of the nearly year-old petition came in May 29th in the letter from the U.S. Trade Representative's Office saying that the request concerns a product strategically important or related to Made in China 2025 or other industrial Chinese programs. I would boycott GM. I mean, that's garbage. That they're still trying to get around this, it's trash. The midsize SUV price starting at about $35,000 has become a target for critics of Chinese-made goods, including leaders of the United Auto Workers Union and members in the key political swing states such as Michigan and Ohio. GM said on Tuesday it was aware of the denial and has been paying off the tariff since July. GM has not raised the sticker price to account for the tariff. Yeah. Screw that. POTUS tweets. Donald J. Trump, June 5th. Right here we see Donald J. Trump, U.S. state visit, America and the U.K. We spoke about this on the live stream, talking about maybe they, when Trump was elected and this military operation took place, maybe the elite, the delusional elites, the Queen, Macron, Merkel, Theresa May, maybe they didn't know what to expect. Maybe they thought they could dupe Trump and get him out of office. You know, this is a whole deep state international operation, and I think now the tables have turned. We're seeing Macron stepping down, May stepping down, the Queen bowing to Trump. The tables have turned, guys. They know of his power. They know of his stride, right? He is the man in charge, and we should be extremely grateful for that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this 8chan thread real quick. There's a lot of information in it that I believe is to come true. So the 8chan thread is entitled, Get In Here, Big Events Unfolding in June through July. Can't name sources. Let me blow this up so you can read along. I won't tell you who I am or where I'm getting my information, and much of this post is going to be vague. Your opinion won't matter. I'm just giving you this information to your poor half-chans because I pity you having to sift through the blatant shill black threads to find something of substance on this forsaken board. To recap, if you haven't been paying attention, here we go. So we see the past 2 years we have been in a clandestine war, the likes of which the world has never seen. The war has been waged using top secret techniques and equipment, classified technologies, telepathy, remote viewing, and yes, time travel, but not in the way you're probably thinking. We have essentially won. The path to victory is imminent. The end is in sight. It's just a matter of time now. All major apocalypse level weapons have been neutralized and seized. This includes weather control systems, omniscient AI systems, and biochemical weapons. Some DUMBs, deep underground military bases, are still in their possession, but this will be dealt with in the coming weeks. Human child trafficking has been dismantled. Much of the sentencing has already been done in a hush-hush manner. Big players on a global scale, not just U.S., have been dealt with. This will not come to light until later when public has a sense of how big the corruption went. Now let's talk about what's coming in the next 2 months. FISA declassification coming the first week of June confirmed. Hey, I said tomorrow, D-Day, D-Class Day. Mass arrests to take place throughout the month of June. This includes Hollywood, music industry, politics, media, banking, corporate hierarchies, and the like. The only weapon still in their arsenal is the media behemoth they've created over the past 80 years. This is the propaganda machine that's been turning since the 50s, and it's not going to be gone overnight, nor should we want it to. These arrests and dismantlings have to happen in a timely manner, otherwise it will cause civil unrest. Continuing, This will be rocky. Your friends and family will need you in these trying times. Do not be, and quote, that guy who tries to shove it in their face that you were right the whole time. Be caring, be loving. Understand that for some, this is going to happen in a month, whereas most of you have been diving down these rabbit holes for years. Their entire reality is going to be rewritten in a matter of weeks. I can't stress this enough. Be loving, answer questions, don't be an asshole. The light is on its way. On July 4th, we will celebrate and a huge reveal will take place. One that will shock the world and bring us all together in a way no one thought possible. I would tell you, Anons, and believe me, I want to. But if I told you, mods would take the thread down because 4chan is compromised. Anyway, that's all for now. I'll stick around a bit to answer questions. I use those terms in an overarching manner to describe much more complicated methods of using conscientiousness in ways you can comprehend. To even begin to go into detail on it would take about an 8-hour lecture for you to understand the basics. It's complicated, Anon. If you want to learn more, you can find plenty of YouTube videos that describe our fractal reality. All I can say for now is that the offenders, cult members of Hollywood, treasonous politicians, etc., will be severely punished, but it will be public, and I can assure you of that. As for numbers of the 30,000 plus, that's just the U.S. Other countries have a right to try perpetrators in whatever way they deem appropriate. So 30,000 plus here, and that's just for the U.S., okay? The world is about to experience a human renaissance that far surpasses anything we've ever dreamed of. Free energy, release cures, and full disclosure on ET phenomenon, secrets of the universe. As for Q, yes, it's real. The real post tying to Trump's official tweets. The rest are shills trying to discredit Q and give credence to shills that say, oh yeah, well, Q said this was going to happen and it didn't. Q is absolutely real. Big reveal July 4th. After all this goes down, that will tie everything together in the most glorious manner possible. Maybe I should just tell. I've tried to make threads on it before, stating exactly who what Q is, but the threads get nuked before it gets much attention. As I said, the first week of June equals FISA D-Class. Same week, the media empires will conglomerate on their last attempt to stun the public with outrageous announcements and debacles like UFOs. It will not work. They're already doing this. They're already sending out a lot of information on UFOs, most of it disinformation, but just outrageous announcements, right? They will fake a major UFO sighting that will go viral. They will still have the capability, but D-Class will overshadow that and be the final nail in the MSM's coffin. There are many, many races of ETs. The universe is a big place. They do interstellar travel via singularities at the center of the stars. Sunspots equals vortex to center. They travel interplanetary using singularities of planets via volcanoes, same as sunspots but for planets. Jupiter's big red spot is the same thing. Energy generated at orbital bodies at 19.47 degrees of latitude is the gateway that connects to the singularities of the universe. Ancients called ET sun gods for a reason. It makes sense to me. Oh, I want to tell you of this so bad, but that would ruin the surprise. Q is not Kushner. Q is someone who you wouldn't guess in 1,000 years if you had the time. It would be like the second coming of Jesus, and that's not an exaggeration, Anon. All hail Jesus Christ and God bless America. It's going to be amazing. When I found out, I cried. You've heard of him. He was a good friend of Trump. Oh my God, I'm getting kind of emotional. I understand your hesitance, but you don't need to be angry or fed up with the world any longer, Anons. We have won. Tomorrow, go out in the world and be loving and kind. Think positive thoughts and ask for forgiveness in your solemn time alone. Take time to reflect on the mistakes you've made in your life. Every little thing matters and makes a difference. If you make no attempt to right your wrongs, then how do you expect to grow? Be selfless, loving, and forgiving, Anons. July 4, 2019, the return of the King, the second Independence Day of the United States of America, the return of the light. May God bless America. So, guys, I didn't read that through the entirety the first time I went over this. That's pretty powerful. Even though he mentions ETs, he still says believe in God. God is love. God is all there is. And he's saying July 4th will be the day. D-class or something major is happening this week, the first week in June. To recap everything, just be kind and loving. As I say at the end of every podcast, do your best to be the best person you can be, and just spread truth, love, happiness to those around you. And when these times come, a lot of people's realities will become crashing down, and that's the point. That was what Q told us in the very beginning, is just be kind and loving to everyone and take care of them, console them, help them realize that things are going to get so much better. Cures, free energy, clean food, drinking water, everything is going to change. Debt-free, right? So my friends, if you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. You can donate to this channel by going to my PayPal or Patreon in the description box below to keep this channel afloat. You can also follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. My friends, the P.O. Box has been opened, and you can send whatever you want to the P.O. Box. I know I've been talking about that for a while. That also, the address to that P.O. Box is in the description box below. So please do check that out. And guys, just take care of one another, and leave a like for this video. And I will talk to you guys very soon. I'm a little shaken up by that post, to be honest. It's kind of incredible. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.